Section 1. The foundation, why preparation matters. Preparation. It's the bedrock of effective teaching. Imagine stepping into a classroom, unsure of what you'll teach or how. Not ideal, right? Thorough preparation empowers you. You'll feel confident, organized, and ready to inspire. Your students will benefit too, experiencing engaging, well-structured lessons. Think of an athlete training for a big game. They practice relentlessly, honing their skills. Similarly, class preparation is your training ground. It equips you to deliver a winning performance for your students. Remember, teaching is a dynamic process. It requires flexibility and adaptation. Solid preparation gives you the foundation to handle the unexpected and adjust your approach as needed. Section 2. Connecting the dots. Course objectives and learning outcomes. Before diving into lesson planning, pause. What are the core objectives of your course? What do you want your students to learn? Clearly defined course objectives serve as your compass. They guide your teaching and ensure that each lesson contributes to the overall learning journey. Think of these objectives as destinations on a map. Your lessons become the roads leading students to those destinations. Make sure your lessons align with your objectives, creating a cohesive and purposeful learning experience. Consider using active verbs when crafting your learning outcomes. Instead of students will understand the causes of World War II, aim for students will analyze primary sources to explain the causes of World War II. This subtle shift emphasizes action and encourages deeper learning. Section 3. Building your masterpiece lesson planning. Now let's talk lesson planning. This is where your creativity shines. Detailed lesson plans are your blueprints for success. Start with the end in mind. What should students know or be able to do by the end of the lesson? Then, break down your lesson into manageable chunks. Think of it as creating stepping stones that guide students toward mastery. Don't be afraid to mix things up. Variety is key to keeping students engaged. Incorporate different teaching methods such as group work, discussions, technology integration, and hands-on activities. Remember, a well-structured lesson plan acts as a roadmap. It keeps you on track and ensures that you cover all essential material within the allotted time. Section 4. Gathering your tools. Resources for engaging lessons. Just as a carpenter needs quality tools, you need engaging resources to bring your lessons to life. Fortunately, a wealth of materials is available, both online and offline. Explore your library's collection. Connect with colleagues to share ideas and resources. Don't underestimate the power of real-world examples, case studies, and guest speakers to make learning relevant. Technology can be a powerful ally. Use videos, simulations, and interactive software to create immersive learning experiences. However, always ensure that technology enhances, rather than distracts from, your teaching objectives. Remember, the most effective resources are those that resonate with your teaching style and cater to the specific needs of your students. Section 5. Sparking the flame, igniting student engagement. Here's the secret sauce: student engagement. When students are actively involved in the learning process, magic happens. Start by fostering a positive and supportive classroom environment where students feel comfortable asking questions and sharing their thoughts. Encourage active participation through discussions, debates, and group projects. Pose thought-provoking questions that challenge students to think critically and creatively. Connect with your students' interests. Find ways to relate course content to their lives and experiences. When students see the relevance of what they're learning, their motivation soars. Remember, a little enthusiasm goes a long way. Let your passion for the subject matter shine through, and your students will be more likely to catch the learning bug. Section 6. Creating a welcoming space. Inclusivity in the classroom. An inclusive classroom is a place where every student feels valued, respected, and empowered to learn. Create a welcoming environment that celebrates diversity and embraces different learning styles. Start by getting to know your students, learn their names, pronounce them correctly, and discover their interests and aspirations. This simple act demonstrates that you see them as individuals. Use inclusive language in your teaching materials and classroom interactions. Be mindful of cultural differences and sensitivities, and avoid making assumptions based on a student's background or identity. Provide multiple means of representation, engagement, and assessment. This means offering various ways for students to access information, participate in class, and demonstrate their understanding. Remember, creating an inclusive classroom is an ongoing process. Continuously reflect on your practices, seek feedback from your students, and be open to making adjustments to create a more equitable learning environment for all. Section 7. The gift of reflection, improving your craft. Teaching is not a destination, it's a journey of continuous growth. Take time to reflect on your teaching practices and identify areas for improvement. After each lesson, ask yourself, what went well? What could have gone better? Were my objectives met? Did the students seem engaged? Don't be afraid to experiment with new teaching methods and technologies. Embrace the opportunity to learn from your experiences, both successes and setbacks. Seek feedback from colleagues, mentors, or teaching and learning centers. Observe other instructors and see what strategies they're using effectively. Remember, reflection is not about self-criticism, it's about growth and development. By embracing a reflective approach, you can continuously refine your craft and become a more effective and engaging educator. Section 8. A final word: embrace the journey. Teaching is an incredibly rewarding profession. It's an opportunity to shape minds, inspire hearts, and make a difference in the lives of your students. By embracing effective class preparation, you're setting yourself and your students up for success. Remember to clearly define your course objectives and align your lessons accordingly. Create detailed lesson plans that incorporate varied teaching methods and engaging resources. Foster a positive and inclusive classroom environment where students feel valued and respected. Continuously reflect on your practices and seek opportunities for growth. Teaching is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the successes, and never stop learning and growing alongside your students.